Hello everyone, welcome to Goggled Gamer. Today we're gonna be playing Cities Skylines, one of my favorite games, and we're going to be making the Stardew Valley Pelican Town on City Skylines. And then we're gonna focus on expanding it and seeing if we could make Pelican Town become as big as Zuzu City. That sounds good to me. Does it sound good to you? Well, let's get started. And from normal mode, we're gonna have to select something that resembles kind of like Stardew Valley area. Now remember Pelican Town, I'm gonna put it up to the somewhere here. And it's based on like a valley-ish area. And from what I can tell, the game also has a lot of just in general, I don't want to call them mountains, but I think they might be mountains. So maybe we want to start at Sweeping Plains. It seems like a valley area with a lot of rivers that could also be transformed into that beach. However, I'm not too sure what I want to go with. And it might have to be River Delta. Alright, we're gonna choose River Delta and see how we do. Theme, North American, normal game mode, no natural disasters, disable tutorials. I'm already familiar with this game. Let's name this Pelican Town. How exactly? So, of course, it has community center up on top. So, for the sake of this, kind of have the river. I would say this is that main river coming from the mountain, which it seems like it is. And it runs to the side of the town and then splits into two. One going into the beach and then one going further. So this is kind of backwards in a way. So we'll have to put so Lewis's house would go somewhere here. Trying to, alright. Boom. And then it splits into the rest of the bay. And this goes into the beach. Alright, I think that works for us really. So first, since this is a little more realistic than Stardew Valley, we're gonna have to set up some power. Now, where do we think power should be generated? It would make sense personally to me if we did a little bit of wind power. But wind power, unfortunately, let's see, 0.37 is pretty bad. This is all just really bad for wind power. However, if we take into account the mining that Pelican Town did, an industry-based town, I think we'll be safe to put a little coal plant hook it up to the power lines, and draw a road. Let's do a gravel road all the way up there. Boom. Alright, so now that we have our little power source, community center would, I assume, to be going down the river this way, would have to technically be over here. So why don't we just paint these areas out to specialized industry tools? Can we? Well, first of all, alright, so boom. We have a small power plant up there, and our industry center is going to be over here. We'll have to demolish this. This doesn't exist, it never existed. And then we're putting the community center somewhere up here downwind of this power plant. So let's actually get rid of this as well. And then draw this coming down. This could work as that bridge heading from Lewis's house into Clint's like blacksmithing. All right, perfect. So coal power plant. So that means that the community center would have to be somewhere over here. So let's just draw a little plot. Boom, community center right over here. And it continues to be Alex's house, which is supposed to be right next to the river. So honestly, I'm just gonna get rid of that. And then add right next to the river. This is gonna be the community, the new community center. And then down here, I would say it would be Alex's house. It's a big house, but you get the gist. Now, across the river would be the Joja Mart. As well as Gunter's library. Then below here would be Lewis's house. Well, in a way, it would have to be there with the bridge leading back to Gunther's little area. And the rest of the houses and the town square, if we're taking into account Alex's home, Lewis's home, about here, then Lewis's home must lead almost directly to the town square. With the rest of the house, Jody's and Haley's, seemingly be here, honestly. If this is that outside area leading to Alex's house, then Harvey and Pierre would be right over here, with the town square being right this area. And then leading to the player's farm would be this long road with the bus stop area being right here. And then the player's farm would have to be somewhere over here. And then, so if we're having Haley and Jody, that means that the wild area, well, this would be leading to the beach over here. So yeah, the wild foresty area would have to be like here. We have $876,000. Thankfully, those coffers have been filling up for a while. Forage area would be down here, with the Wizard's Tower being right over here. Beautiful. Alright, Pelican Town's almost set up. Now the only thing would be the beach, which would have to be placed right here. Am I missing anything? We have that. Well, the mountains, right? The mining area would lead over here into these actual mountains, but we don't have that purchased yet, so we'll just have to say that this is the guild house. All right, this is what it's looking like so far. We have the Wizard's Tower, we have the player's farm, we have the beach area, we have Georgia Mart, Clint, and Gunther, and then we have the houses, Lewis's, Jody's down there, we have Alex over here, then we have our little coal plant, which hopefully the wind, alright, the wind is not going to, and to really make this forest a forest, start planting trees here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The wizard's tower being shrouded in mystery. And a player's farm. Gonna have to do some line work. Put the trees close together. It would be lined up well with some birch trees. Right, I think we got a stew going. Then you line these up. Got some hickory trees on the sides. Alright, look at that. We have our own little. Alright, look at that. We have our own little Pelican Town converted into the city skyline. Now, Pelican Town, from an urban planning perspective, is in dire straits. Has no water capability right now, but there are sewers that run down through the forage area. So, technically, we're gonna have a sewage outlet somewhere over here. Oof. And for the sake of this, we're gonna have our water pumping station. Connected by road. There, and have our sewage connected as well. For some reason, it also needs a water pipe, but that should all be connected unless it is not. Now, where is the water pipe not being connected? Right then. You have water. Should be fixed soon. As soon as we start pumping in. And now we can start zoning. build Alex and the elderly folks first. We'll build Lewis's little neighborhood here. And we'll also build Jody Haley's home, as well as zone for Harvey and Pierre. And Pierre is actually going to be commercial. We're not getting any power still, which is concerning. Looks like it's connected to power. But we still have no water. Why are we having water problems? Why are we still having water problems? Where are the water problems coming from? So now we have water. It's a little concerning that water isn't flowing through here. Gotta build the wizard's tower. Kind of like, oh, this is way more slope than I thought it was. So let's get rid of this. Oh yeah, Pelican Town is growing. Let's have our second piece of commercial here. Building right on the water. Children Mart stops for no one. And then Clint's blacksmith shop, as well as Gunther's. Now, I don't like the way this looks particularly, and I would rather have this smoothed out. that. We're building a little town. Town center has the saloon. I did not forget. Which will be connected by a road. So we have a saloon area. And now we're going to have Harvey's small medical clinic. Healthcare, baby. Oh yeah. I have to mute this thing. The chopper. The chopper. We can't forget about our boys that live on the beach. Nor can we forget about Marnie. So Elliot, and then Marnie. Let's build it here. Let's slope. There's another cabin not too far away. Then we have the little lake that unfortunately we cannot have here. And then the secret woods. Where are we gonna put that? Technically, the secret woods would be past the farm a little bit. Let's just cover this all. So it would be past the farm, but only accessible through the foraging area. And we're going to make it even secreter by only having a tunnel be the main access point to it. And I believe that we should give the bear a home. So nice and deep in the cedar woods. These guys don't have electricity. Let's give them some. So now that we have kind of the well, buddy. Kind of obvious you're not gonna be able to reach the road here. Deal with that later. Pelican Town. What a beaut. Uh-oh. Pelican Town is going through its first struggles. Lack of high skill labor. Lack of labor. Lack of labor. I guess we're gonna need more than the 40 residents that are in Pelican Town. Looks like we're gonna have to expand. Now, I don't know how the citizens are gonna react to that. Best expansion would probably be building more housing near their workplace. And that seems... Oh, I did not mean to get rid of their job areas. Wow. Pelican Town is rising fast. We'll try to create a district. However, we need to reach Grand Village milestone. Pelican Town City Center is growing very fast. Got a couple more new road options. And we do not have a place to store any trash that we might create. Demand sky high for everything. Doesn't seem to be any problems in this small little town that we have made. A giant cloud passing by got all dark. Probably be a good idea to put some trees over here, huh? Look at our beautiful city. Town. Look at our beautiful town. Next, for expansion. Couple of wealthy to-do folks want to live in a very quiet neighborhood. They don't want to move to the city center. So they are going to move into Alex's neighborhood. Doesn't seem like we have any traffic issues yet. Town center looking beautiful. Very loud over here. Georgia Martin's doing fine. Lost Gunter. Heck yeah. We don't need advanced road services, or we could use roundabouts. I mean, why not? And we could purchase 3 more tiles. I think what I'm gonna want to do, purchase these. See where this leads us. Can't forget about the smuggler that comes on Fridays and Sundays. And I think it'd be a hub of activity. Can't forget the fishing dock either. So I think a clever way to do this would just be to have it come out. Oh, I can't build half a bridge. Well, can't build half a bridge. So roads are all looking green. Plenty of housing in the city center. Commercial profits pretty high. However, let's not forget that Stardew Valley, Pelican Town used to be a heavily industrial town. And every town does need some industry. I'm going to put it up there, far away from everybody else. Now, if you just saw, we'll be able to have some vegetable farming. And that is awesome. So our farm, our farmer's farm, is finally going to get started. I'm gonna add some vegetables here, some grains right here, and then let's add the chickens there. I'm gonna drag this to about right here. And then we're gonna add another node. Perfect. And then vegetable farming is going to take a lot of land. Now we have our farm set up, the farmer's farm. Garbage is piling up. I think a good idea will be to put the landfill up here. And pretty it up this way. As much as you can pretty up a landfill. Alright, and that's, I think, is the first episode of Pelican Town in City Skylines. I'm looking forward to developing this town and seeing how it can possibly blossom as a full city. I will take into account game events and add on to the lore, and I'm excited. I think this will be a really good series.